Do you remember when Reid had a cane for season 5 of Criminal Minds? For fans of Criminal Minds, I'm sure you remember that fateful time at the first episode of season 5 where Dr. Spencer Reid gets shot in the leg trying to take down an unsub. In the next few episodes after that, we see Reid on crutches before moving onto a cane and then finally being healed. All up, his recovery was drawn out for nearly half a season before we see him walking without the use of any aid. So why was Reid in recovery for so long? Usually in a show like this, you'll see that the recovery mainly happens off air, be it it's been 3 weeks between episodes, or I've been out of action for a month but now I'm back, and so most of it isn't shown to the viewers. So why was this the case with Reid? Well, that's because the injury was actually real. While doing work for the film 500 Days of Summer between seasons of Criminal Minds, Matthew Glubler managed to kind of go a little too hard with some of the dancing and ended up severely dislocating his knee. Which honestly just begs the question, what moves was he pulling to manage to dislocate his knee? Either it was something very menial or he was throwing it back way too hard. In an effort to then work around this, the Criminal Minds writers had to find a way to work this injury into the plot, as the recovery was too long for him to just be not in the show. So what they ended up doing was opting for him to have a gunshot wound to the leg at the start of season 5. And if you go back and watch that first episode and pay close attention, you'll notice that Reid is always sitting down in any shot he's in, and anytime there's any action, say right before when he does get shot, it's actually a stunt double that's stepped in to do that for him. This is because they had to mask the fact he was injured until it became a plot point within the story. So where anyone else may only find themselves in recovery for a couple of episodes and they kind of gloss over that and put them back in, the reason why Reid's was drawn out for nearly half a season is because it was a real injury that the writers couldn't control. So I guess maybe the moral of the story here is don't dance too hard. Maybe avoid the dance floor if you've got a lot of commitments.